G'day there mates, my name is Mr. Magilla-Cutti and welcome back once again to my channel. Today we'll be continuing the story of Hogwarts Legacy. Now I don't exactly remember what happened in the last episode, oh wait, now I do remember. It had to do with us purchasing a shop. After that, we found out that it was haunted by a poltergeist. And so, the only way would have let us out is by completing the challenges inside this little treasure chest of his. After that, we confronted the woman who sold it to us. Since she had never had any intentions of giving it to us. So she's got arrested, and now we're the proud owners of our shop. So yeah. Today's episode, I don't know what we're going to be doing, and yeah, I decided to make another character just because I really felt like it. That being said, I will be actually, I told you guys in a previous episode that there is the way you can actually customize your wand to look like the Elder one. I'll be showing that a clip off when I get to that point. I'm not that far off. Right now, let's just return to my character and get started, shall we?
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
I haven't had a chance to change my outfit, but I think I'll do that when I finish this episode. Anyway, quests. What do we have? Biased or blackmail? Oh yeah, we got that one here. And we also had to talk to Weasley as well. So there's still a few side quests we need to do. None that I can see here, but back at Hogwarts we got a couple there. One of them is Summoner's Call, and the other one is the young Weasley. So, yeah, we're not doing that yet. Alright, now he's out there. Right, so, let's get going, shall we?
Very strange. This is a family.
You wait for here. Okay then.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
Yeah. As long as you stay careful.
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
Okay then.
What sort of information am I trying to gather from these people?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
Alright, let's get to work then.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Right. Let's go have a look around. Okay, so Cloud Roads. Okay, so those two are up that way, so we'll go this way. Up.
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
One way to find out.
Hello there.
Hello.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Tragic, what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
Yeah.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends.
Still, not a completely shallow man. Taking away the gift that was meant for his late wife. How much lower can you go? Huh. I suppose people who feel powerful enough think they can do whatever they want. In broomsticks?
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
What have you done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
I think we're already in danger. Miss Ray, we do hope you will reconsider helping us with our banking needs, and give you ample time to reach a decision on your own. but we are beginning to lose our patience. We know your husband would appreciate it if he were to the vault, the vault and us working together. Shall we expect a response by return? Best to keep it between us, if you understand our meaning.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends.
This guy really needs to be put down.
Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check there.
But
Please tell me you didn't take it. But perhaps it's been here all along.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, well, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note? That might help me to identify it should I come across it.
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
okay.
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping. And I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and to be worthy of Rosie.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man. But when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
Sad.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Okay.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
Right, let's head to the Hogshead Inn. Is there no load this guy will stoop to? Jesus. But then again, I suppose a guy would feel invincible after doing this for so long.
Muggles have made life hard for us.
Good ruby state.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
I've just got to head there first.
Hengist of Woodcroft.
Okay.
Good thing the ministry
Excuse me. Hope nothing happened. Wait, she said it was the Hogshead.
That he must be around here somewhere. Revelio.
Got a note up there, but wait. Is that a wand?
Natty's wand. She can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
Bingo. Ah,
Revelio.
what's this? Hogshead dock. Sorry, so this is the Hogshead Inn. These docks outside the Hogshead Inn offers a pleasant place to sit and relax. One can do so whilst only a stone throw from whatever various goings on may be occurring in the notoriously shady inn. Excuse me.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Without that.
Revelio. Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
Let's get going.
The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward. Revelio.
Yep, I see two handles and a barrel there, but do I have to do them in order?
Hidden door.
Alright, we better find those other items as well. Tons of rock
Natty
on.
must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
Let's do this quietly too.
Revelio.
Well, as quietly as we can.
I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
It's not gonna work. Using that girl as bait, that one's coming for her. We ought to just kill her.
Revelio.
We arrogant enough to come in here alone. Say what you will about Feldcroft, but the estate.
Keep on your toes. Stay alert.
Rookwood will reward us for our loyalty, don't you fret.
Better be careful because it looks like we've got the main boss up there.
Has your brain been infested with condiments?
The Hamlets don't stand a chance against us.
Yeah, the one up there is pretty much the leader of this bunch.
Revelio.
Where your guts?
I should be sharp.
Perhaps it's dinner, right?
I hope Rookwood knows what he's doing.
Oh dear.
What are your thoughts on?
So much for stealth. Ouch! I've gotta be careful. Damn it. Wrong button. Gotta get more of these.
You're no match for me.
I'd say you're right. Dismal's more a word for it. But you know what they say? Dark skies before a storm, and we've had our storm. Fair skies will be upon us soon. You'll see that I'm right. Mark my words.
Okay, what happened to that other one?
It's exhausting. Standing here all day waiting to do Rookwood's work for him. Even fighting them.
The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back.
Yeah, sometimes chests like those I actually have notes in them. So always keep your eyes open. Alright, back to business. This time more quietly. Can't do anything.
Revelio.
You start equipping some of this stuff. A big chest there, but instead over there. Ooh, very, very nice. I guess this is for if I decided to sneak around, but oh, that wasn't happening. Still, I better keep my eye open for those other things. Sorry, that other note. Okay, let's get in here.
Revelio.
Alright. No girls are important, so we're gonna have to head up those stairs.
Somebody out there?
The girl's friend won't come looking for her. What are your thoughts on electricity? Arrest them.
Personally, I find it a bit hair-raising if you ask me. Okay. Let's have that lot. Let's have another look around.
Revelio.
The grate's down there. Got some more chests over there. And I'll get that bag of money in a sec. There we go.
Otto Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
Another unidentified item. Alright. I think that's everything. Let's go find Natty.
Natty must be here somewhere.
You found us. I knew you would do that. I had left my wand for you. Speak to Mr. Rabe. He will tell you what you need to do.
Revelio. Aloha Mora.
Here we are. Oh, his wand.
Over here. I need your help.
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby.
Yeah.
Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
True. Well, you basically kind of... I'll explain later. Okay, help Natty get out of here, please.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
Okay, now before we do continue on, Coast Breakers, as the name implies, are a group of people who work for Gringotts banks, traveling the world and undoing any and every curse that gets assigned to them. Curses can range for a variety of things. Now, I know a bit about the Curse Breakers because of, again, the Hogwarts Mystery mobile game I play. Because we actually get called Curse Breakers several times over because of story events that happen in the game. I won't spoil too much of that, but yeah, that's pretty much a title for us that we're given, despite us not working for Gringotts. Now, that being said, I think it's the time we actually quit some of this stuff. Too high. God damn it. That's not too much of this. Ooh, that's fancy. Right. I think I better check. It's not that I hate oh, it's one of those glasses. I think they used to improve the lens focus when working on delicate stuff. Again, I could be wrong. Alright. Well, we don't have to worry about fighting. Let's just get out of here.
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow once and for all.
Couldn't agree more. Besides, if we do it now, we'll be crippling Rookwood's operation, and he's
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe.
Thanks.
Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife, Miss Onai. Your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe, to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
Yes, officer. Do you have enough evidence to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot?
Well, it's certainly a good start. We shall see. But you can leave this to me now. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
She only worries about your safety. Sweet baby Jesus. Oh, hello.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Whew. This is the only side quest we have. The Summoner's Court here, and the one where Mr. Weasley needs to speak to us. I see we go do the Summoner's Court here, because yeah, why not? It may take me a few attempts at this, so...
The Ashwinders have ceased pestering me. I suspect that's your doing. Thank you from me and Rosie both. We're just leaving for our honeymoon, after we tell Mr. Hill of our recent marriage. Wish me luck.
Better let the truth out now. Sometimes you just need a bit of courage. Hello there.
Hello. Are you here for Summoner's Court?
That I am. Don't expect to be as lucky here as you were in Crossed Wands. Speaking of which, care to play a match?
She's a bit.
Of course, Charlotte.
Then may the best summoner win.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we got one of everything here.
Accio! Precisely as planned.
We'll see about that. Alright. Oi.
Such grace. Finesse. Precisely as planned.
I'm sure.
Sting me with a billywig. I'll never top that. Accio. Precisely as planned.
Oh, I don't think I'm gonna win this one. I would have to knock one of them off, but I don't think I can do that with this one at this angle. Unless... Ooh.
Nice technique. Didn't I say I adore competition?
Yes, he did. We'll try that again.
Hard luck. Care for another round?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Don't count me out yet.
That's the spirit. Precisely as planned. Sting me with a billywig. I'll never top that. Accio. Precisely as planned. Nice technique. Accio. Precisely as planned.
Whew.
Nice technique. Wow, you are good.
That was a bit of luck. At least it tends to do that.
I'm not too proud to admit when I've lost. Where did you learn to play like that?
I practice as much as I can.
Practice, eh? I suppose I could try that. Well, you've only one opponent left now. I won't say more than that, but let's just say he's the best for a reason.
I'll keep that in mind. Alright. So, we'll just go see what our friend Weasley wants. After that, we'll call it an episode. Wait, no, that's not Weasley. That's strange, but I'm gonna have to look at that letter again. Let's see, our messages. This works. Where's his letter? Huh. It kind of just disappeared. Okay, this is definitely weird. Oh well. Perhaps they moved it from the game entirely or something. I don't know. Well, I hope not.
I thought I could count on my friend.
Pardon me, is everything all right?
No, it's not. We only had 2 bells to go, but she just had to go and spoil things.
I'm afraid I don't follow. Who spoiled things? Was it what bells?
Professor Black ordered Mr. Moon to take down the bells in the bell tower. Said they were giving him a headache. Those bells are a part of Hogwarts. I wasn't about to let that happen. So, I asked my friend Adelaide to help me put them back. We've always been a duo of sorts, Adelaide and Evangeline. Addie and Evie. Anyway, it was going swimmingly until Black started asking questions. Then she wasn't comfortable with our rule breaking. Now I'm stuck, unable to tell which bell goes where.
Is it really that important that the bells go back up?
Is it really that important? They're part of the school's history. Those bells likely told a young Merlin that he was running late to Charms, or called Ignatia Wildsmith to dinner. We can't simply fiddle with history. We're meant to be its stewards.
Well, she's not wrong there.
It's certainly an odd decree, even for Black, taking down the bells for a headache.
I agree. I thought it might also have been that they interrupted his hourly naps. That's all he does in his office, you know. But then I heard... Can you keep a secret?
I can.
I heard from Alice, who heard from Ollie, who heard from Eugenia, that it's because the bells reminded him of his wedding day. Breaks out in a sweat every hour on the hour, but mum's the word.
That's funny.
If only 2 bells are left, isn't it fairly easy to tell which goes where?
Easy for you, perhaps. I happen to be tone deaf. Mother used to say I couldn't carry a tune if it hopped on my back like a chocolate frog. No point putting them back in if they don't sound just as they did before, for the sake of historical accuracy.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Perhaps I could help put the bells back up.
Really? Oh, that would be wonderful. The bells are in the bell tower just above the music room. You're certainly of more help than Adelaide.
Well, I think she's just, gets too scared.
I imagine the bells are just inside in the bell tower.
Wasn't scared of getting caught, that's what I was meant to say. Anyway. You wanted them taken down because they reminded him of his wedding. That would have been an interesting thought. But anyway, that's going to have to do it for today's episode. Really, boys. But before I turn off the episode out, there was something I want to show you guys really quick, if I can just remember where I needed to go. Yeah. It's about the those doors that we spotted, where we have to solve that equation. So apparently there was actually a way to find out what number goes where without us figuring it out by ourselves. And to do that, as I was saying, we need to go up these stairs here. And if we head... here we are. Over here. Now, if you look inside the box here, this actually tells you what each symbol means. So, if I was looking around a bit more, I would have spotted this, and it tells me what to do. I think it was a bit too out of place, but if someone was looking around, they would have found it easily. But I managed to figure it out on my own. Very, very nice. So, yeah, with that being said, that's going to be it for today's episode. I'm just going to have a peek around in here, but, yeah. Got a lot done. And in the next episode, we will be starting on those bells. So, look forward to that. Look forward to that. So, that's going to do it for me, people. Thank you all so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, please remember to hit that like button. Also, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and show support for the channel. I very much appreciate that. With that being said, if we look in here, we actually find a whole classroom dedicated to this.
Revelio. The aromatic classroom. This classroom is where students learn about the magical properties of numbers and numerology, though a great many opt interested to spend their period counting moon cars while nodding off to their desks. Oh, Jesus. So I don't know why this classroom was closed off. But anyway, thank you all again. And if you guys didn't want to know how I found out about this, I had a look on my new game file. But anyway, thank you all again, and I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. Take care of yourselves and drive safely out there, people. Bye-bye, take care. Have a good time. Have a good time.